Yes, I have a number of items to discuss this evening. The first is a communication I received from the city manager who asked me to provide this information to the community as a whole. He indicates that last week I was involved in a single-car accident where no one was injured. The city processes are now continuing with respect to that item. The city manager apologizes for the negative attention this has brought to the city, and he has informed the city council of his intent to take at least a 2-week personal time off and a leave of absence. Secondly, with respect to that leave of absence, we would ask the city council this evening to add an agenda item as an urgency item that has arisen since the posting of the agenda and cannot wait till the next regular council meeting to appoint an acting city manager. And I would ask to entertain a motion at this time. It requires a 4/5 vote that we bring that to the council's attention as an agenda item. They can act to appoint an acting city manager.
So moved.
Second.
We need a vote.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That passes 5-0.
Okay, and we'll come back to that item as the council so desires as an item on the agenda. The next item in order is with respect to the personnel matter that is involving the city manager. The city council has authorized me as a city attorney to retain the services of an independent person to review the events of November the 9th, 2016, which includes the conduct of the city manager. We will retain that investigator to review the incident and report back to the city council. Finally, with respect to the many public records requests we've received from a variety of individuals, let me indicate to you that with regard to this matter, it is an ongoing criminal investigation of the Fullerton Police Department. The matter will be reviewed by the Fullerton Police Department, and they will then forward that information to the District Attorney's Office for their review. During that time period, all these documents are subject to the control of the City Police Department and then on to the District Attorney's Office and will remain confidential because of the criminal investigation. Let me also indicate as a matter of further information that with respect to some of these police reports and the officer-involved cameras, that there are specific government code sections, particularly Section 6254F of the government code, that does maintain the privacy of these types of information independent of the criminal investigation. In any event, there is an ongoing criminal investigation, and the police department will maintain control of those records and then forward them to the district attorney's office for their review. Thank you.
A few things. Mr. City Attorney, perhaps you could once more reiterate the three actions that the City Council has taken this evening, has directed this evening, and then as well go over the body camera issue again, please.
Again, the city manager is indicating he's taking at least a 2 weeks leave of absence. Number two, that with respect to the ongoing criminal review, the police department is in fact doing an investigation, and will then send that matter to the district attorney's office for their review and evaluation as a potential criminal prosecution. With respect to public records, because it is now a criminal investigation, all that information will be given to the DA's office, which does then restrict the release of that information until the criminal case has been completed. And then finally, with respect to the personnel side of this, the City Council has authorized my office to hire an independent firm to do an evaluation and review and investigation of the conduct of the police, of the city manager that evening on November 9th, and report back to the City Council with their findings.
Thank you. And as far as the body camera, maybe you addressed that right then. I got lost in the other comments.
As of right now, it's still subject to the ongoing criminal investigation. And then secondly, with respect to the body camera, there are other restrictions, and I did cite the code section. My office has reviewed that situation with respect to the public's right to see it and the council's review of it. It will be a personnel matter, and the council will, in fact, review this through the personnel proceedings of the city. And at that point in time, report back to the public regarding what it can report, given the fact that he is Mr. Felz is a public employee and does have some level of privacy rights, but the council will review this matter as a personnel matter.